Hi everyone, welcome back. Doing another vlog today. I'm just in the middle of doing my makeup. I'm gonna chat with you while I finish it up. So yeah, we moved. We're in London now. This is crazy. It just happens, so it feels like we just got to Fonty and we're already in a new city, getting all set up and everything. That's why I've been a little MIA, is trying to get us settled. You know, cell phones, bank accounts, internet, getting the apartment organized, all that kind of stuff is time consuming. But luckily we're becoming pros at it because we seem to move every few months. So yeah, it didn't take us that long. So yes, we are in London. For those of you who just joined our journey recently, we have lived in London, the UK before. Ken lived here for 2 years and I was here for 1 year. So this place, it does feel like home to be here. Like as soon as we got off the Eurostar here in London, I instantly felt like, okay, comfort. It's a comfort level of being here in London. It feels like a second home, that's for sure. So yes, we are very happy to be here, thrilled to be here. It's not for very long. We're in a very short-term rental. Little story about our new place. So when we showed up at this place, we weren't too sure what we were gonna get into. Like we knew generally how big it was, the layout, and I think there was like 3 or 4 pictures online for us to see, but that was it. Yes, we weren't too sure what we were getting into when we signed the contract, and when we walked in here, we were a little surprised. I mean, it's all fine now, and actually I'm maybe even happier here than I was in Fonty. But to say we were surprised was is an understatement. I mean, it's a nice apartment. It's very new. Floor-to-ceiling windows, it has a beautiful view of the water. It's big enough for the 2 of us, certainly for the summer. But it felt filthy. I know I complain, I feel like I'm always complaining about apartments, but even Ken said this. It was like, we walked in and it smelled so bad. It smelled like someone who didn't take very good care of themselves, and it reeked of cigarette smoke. Like there's definitely been a smoker in here for a while. And it was just kind of that feeling like, you know, you don't want to take your shoes off. Everything felt really dirty and grimy. The couch was filthy. We ended up having to buy blankets and bed sheets and stuff to put over the couch. There were like weird stains on the bed sheets, so we had to change all those. One of the worst parts for me too is when we were going through the kitchen trying to figure out what we had and didn't have. There was still food on the plates and stuff, like really stuck on there. I had to like scrub it all off by hand and then put it through the dishwasher to get it all off. Yeah, we weren't initially thrilled at the place. We ended up dropping our bags and going straight over to the property management people, and we were like, is there any way we can get out of this contract? Is there anything else available for us right now? And they were like, no, you're stuck. So we went straight from there to the grocery shop and bought a bunch of cleaning supplies and cleaned the place up, and now it actually feels really nice. Other than the curtains are still really grimy. But I think pretty much we're like settled in now. It's feeling nice. I absolutely love having a view of the water. It's like having outdoor space at all. A little balcony here, and like in Fonty we had our little backyard area. It's gonna be hard to be without that from now on. My favorite lip liner is by Annabelle in the color Demure. I've been wearing it for probably 10 years. I wore it on my wedding day. It's my absolute favorite. And then the L'Oreal lipstick in Julienne over top of it. It's my go-to. Always wearing that combo. So yes, we have settled in nicely. We are here because Ken has a summer job, and yeah, that's why we're here. We're in a totally different area of London than we were last time though. When we lived here a few years ago, we were living in the Notting Hill area, close to Portobello Market, which is on the west end of Vancouver, and now we're definitely much more farther east, so it's a whole new area for us to explore. Yeah, so it's still London, but it all feels very different. So today I'm actually getting out of the house. We have friends in London. They were actually our neighbors. They lived above us in our last London flat. They've since moved out of that flat too, but we became really good friends with them while we were living here. We went to see them on Sunday. We had a lovely barbecue in their backyard. They have a little 7-month-old now, which is crazy because I feel like we were kids when we were here with them. We'd go out on the weekends and go out for dinner and then drink too much wine and have drinks afterwards at our apartment. And now they're like responsible adults with a 7-month-old, which is crazy. But anyways, I'm going to go see her and her little one in Green Park today, which is close to Buckingham Palace. So yeah, I'm gonna hop on the tube. Well, first I'm gonna have some lunch. I'm gonna pack up a few little things, blanket and some snacks, and hop on the tube, go meet her and the little one at Green Park. I don't think I'll be filming them at all. I don't know if she wants her face on YouTube or anything, maybe I'll ask, but it'll probably just be my face you see and Green Park, and we might do a little wandering around, I'm not sure. See where the day takes us. All right, I got myself dressed. Just wearing this really loose, flowy ASOS dress. I think I've worn this in blog post. Yeah, I have worn it in a blog post before. Yeah, I just wanted something loosey-goosey, easy breezy. It is long sleeve, but it's just so breezy that it kind of makes up for the long sleeves. We're in the middle of a heat wave right now in London, so it's like 28 degrees every day. And I also wanted something that would be easy to sit on the ground. It's a little bit longer than the rest of my stuff, and to crawl around the grass with a little 7-month-old. So I think I'll be comfortable in this. And then I've got my little Missoma necklace that I always have on, just has my initial there, my Daniel Wellington watch in rose gold, and just plain little, you can't see it, plain little goop gold hoop earrings. Simple little ones from ASOS. So yesterday I was being a good little wifey and I made cookies. They're kind of like a mix, they don't look that great, but they're kind of like a mix between regular cookies and a healthy cookie. They're made with stevia, so no sugar sweetener, and protein powders. They're like a healthy-ish, but still tasty protein cookie. I think I made them a little too dry because they're more like a biscuit than a cookie, so the next time I make them I'm going to put a little more almond milk in there to loosen them up a little bit and not cook them as long. Still learning about our new oven here, getting used to having an oven again. But I also made these little cookie bites, little cookie dough bites. I had one this morning and they did not turn out, they look good. They look kind of like cookie dough, but they're kind of a weird consistency. So I think I'm gonna pack a few of these cookies up for a snack and a blanket, and I'll be on my way. I love a good saran wrap that actually cuts properly. Our last one was just like all higgledy and it drove me crazy. I couldn't get a solid line. That's the OCD in me. Little things like that please me. Okay, maybe I'll take 2 or 3 of these with me. 3 of the non-burnt ones. I'm kind of tempted to bring wine with me too, because we both love our wine, but we're meeting at 3 o'clock, so it might be a little bit early for a bottle of wine in the park. I've also been doing really well with my no wine during the week. I've been eating very healthy. I've been going to the gym a ton. I did a really intense weights class yesterday, so I can't walk that well today. I've been doing very well with my no wine, no gin, no beer, no nothing. Now even like I get on my own back when I have like 1 drink in the evening. I'm like, shouldn't have done it. This is actually the blanket that was on our couch in our last place, if anyone remembers that from Fonty. I'm so glad I packed that. We used a lot of vacuum bags, so wherever I had room I stuffed extra things in, and that was one of the things. And our bed sheets, actually. I brought our bed sheets with us. Thank God, because the ones that were here were a little bit sketchy. We'll just say that. Plus it adds a lot of decor interest to the place. I love having little throw blankets around, but when you're hopping around as much as we do and you're in a new place every few months, you can't be buying new stuff all the time. So I was really glad that we were able to fit that in, along with a lot of other things. I'll show you guys around the house a lot more in another video, but for today we're gonna head into London. I feel like my brain is not working today. I just realized that I said the blanket was on our couch, but it was definitely on the bed, not the couch. I was thinking bed, but then I said couch. My brain just feels like it can't focus today. I think I had too much coffee or something. It just feels like buzzy. Enough coffee for today. Did not account for the wind in this flowy dress. I'm pretty sure I just flashed like 10 people. I'm wearing shorts, but they might have seen more than they wanted to. they're gonna be looking at me like I am totally mental. That's okay. I just left Alice and now I think I'm in the Marylebone area. I'm heading over to the Armani shop because Ken has a new suit that's being altered over there and it should be ready by now. We stopped in at Pret and I got one of these ginger juices and it's like, it's really intense but delicious. Wind, oh my god. Need one hand for the camera, one hand for the dress. Success. Got the suit. Now I'm trying to find my way back to the tube station to get home in rush hour. That was a really sweaty tube ride home. You just look around and everybody's got sweat dripping down their forehead. Now I'm a little bit lost because I took a side street down to get away from people because my dress was literally blowing up like to my belly button. So I was trying to get away from people and now a few streets away from where I need to be. I feel like I'm melting. Okay, one more stop. I gotta run out and get Ken's dry cleaning because he needs a fresh suit for tomorrow morning. So, one last thing and then I'm sitting on my butt on the couch. I always get straight into my house coat whenever I get home. It feels so good to take off dirty city clothes when you get home. It is so hot out though. Our apartment is like 1,000 degrees right now. I'm definitely gonna turn our fan on as soon as this camera turns off. But I had such a lovely time with Alice. I didn't end up vlogging at all really. I took a few greenery clips basically. Because I just wanted to enjoy the time hanging out with her. And she doesn't do any of this like YouTube-y stuff, so I imagine it would be a little weird to put a camera in front of your face. I just didn't even bother asking her anything. I just wanted to sit in the grass and enjoy. The little baby was so cute. Poor thing's teething right now though, so she wasn't in her usual happy-go-lucky mood. Although she's still a very pleasant baby considering she's teething and she has sharp things coming through her gums. But for now, I'm gonna grab a popsicle and I'm actually gonna start editing what I've vlogged for today because I always end up having way more footage than I think I'm going to. So I'm sure there's plenty here for a whole vlog, but we'll see. Oh, hello. All caught up on editing, but now I'm starving. Oh my god. I look like a drowned rat. So I thought I would show you what I'm having for dinner. It's just leftovers from what I had last night. It's nothing special at all, but it just shows you how I eat on a regular night. So what I made last night, I had veggies in the fridge, one head of broccoli, and I had leftover quinoa. So often what I do is I make like a quinoa fried rice. So this is like a very simple version of it. Normally I use like sesame oil and lots of different veggies, different colors, and like green onion and all that kind of stuff to make like a proper fried rice, but I didn't have all that stuff yesterday. So all I did was warm up the quinoa, fried up some broccoli, scrambled an egg, and tossed all that in a big fry pan with some soy sauce, and that was dinner. So it made enough for 2 nights, so I'm having the second bowl of that tonight. I'll show you what it looks like. This is it. It looks really, really boring, but this looks so delicious to me right now. I'm just gonna warm it up in the pan. There is broccoli in there, I promise. I actually told my mom that I was having this for dinner when I was Skyping with her last night, and she was like, ugh, that sounds terrible. She's not into the quinoa stuff as much as I am, but this is like, this feels like takeaway to me. It tastes so good. Probably put a little extra soy sauce in it, just to make it extra tasty. Nothing would taste better than a nice cold beer on a hot day like today, but that is not the crack of a beer, unfortunately. It's a Diet Coke. I'm gonna have it on a glass with ice. And I stole this fancy little straw from Pret, so that makes it seem a little more interesting and fun. I like it. It's the little things that make the everyday things a little more exciting. Still pretty good, but it's no beer. All right, I'm getting comfy for the night here. I'm all set up. Nice hot dinner, Coke. I'm watching The Staircase, which is on Netflix. It's a true crime. And this one's kind of cool because it follows him for like 15 plus years
from the day that the event happened all the way through his jail process and the whole thing. So if you're looking for a new kind of, it's not like a murder mystery, it's not so much like gory, gruesome murder, but more about the lawyer side of it and his criminal process. So if you like that kind of stuff, it's a good one. It's on Netflix. It's long though, I will warn you. It's very long. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a vlog. I'm literally doing nothing else for the evening. I'm being super old and boring. I'm just gonna watch Netflix and drink Diet Coke. This is my 30s. I also spent Friday night baking cookies and blueberry muffins, so the old lady status is, it's up there now. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope it wasn't too boring. I never really know. I feel like my own vlogs are terribly boring, but I don't know. Everyone sees it a little differently. Make sure you follow along on Instagram. I'm on there more often generally than I am on here on YouTube. It's just at Andreaclare if you want to follow along there. Also, I would love it if you checked out the blog. I'm doing blog posts over there a couple times a week. There's a new one that just went up yesterday or today. Not sure. During the week at some point, so I'd love it if you went to check that out. It's all linked down below in the little box that says show me more down below. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.